background about the Vancouver Aquarium. The aquarium opened in 1956. The Vancouver Aquarium hasn't participated in capturing wild dolphins or whales since it was banned in 1996 by a park bylaw. All the animals obtained since have been either rescued, adopted from other aquariums, cannot be returned to the ocean, or were born in captivity. The Vancouver Aquarium is one of the biggest attractions in Vancouver. The aquarium had 928,000 guests in 2013. In June, the aquarium opened a new expansion worth $45 million. Currently at the Vancouver Aquarium, they have 2 white-sided dolphins, 2 harbor porpoises, and 2 belugas. The first discussion of not keeping whales and dolphins in captivity was in 2010. In 2010, 1-year-old beluga whale died after 2 rocks and a penny were caught in the pocket in the whale's airwave. Therefore, Park Commissioner Stuart McKinnon proposed a referendum to decide whether a whale should be kept in captivity. As well, none of us mate of whale friends welcomed the proposed ban on whales in captivity by saying the educational value of being up close to a big animal is really basically a thrill. It's not true education. The Vancouver Park Board Commissioners denied a motion on having a referendum. McKinnon was not surprised by the rejection, but hoped the Vancouver Aquarium would eventually remove the whale and dolphin displays by its own free will. Vancouver Aquarium President Dr. John Nightingale said he had no plans to close down the exhibits, and that the rejection reflects the sentiment of the community. Several politicians have been having opinions about this issue. Gregor Robertson is calling for Vancouver Aquarium to stop holding whales and dolphins in captivity. He wants to see the captivity program phased out. He's hopeful the aquarium and the Parks Board can work things out and come to a certain agreement on how to achieve this. However, Robertson added he doesn't support a petition calling for a referendum on the issue because it falls under the authority of the Parks Board. Vancouver Aquarium defends this practice by arguing whales and dolphins receive exceptional care. Dolphins and belugas at Vancouver Aquarium play a direct and vital role in engaging people in key ocean issues. As well, the aquarium is the only facility in Canada that can release, rehabilitate, and provide long-term home to marine animals that are deemed non-releasable, provided by the government authorities. In addition, 4 former mayors and a dozen of members of the business community, aquarium patrons have signed the letters in support of the aquarium's captivity program. LaPointe was highly critical of Mayor Gregor Robertson's opinion on the whales in captivity. LaPointe said the process is interfering with the aquarium's ongoing research and expansion plans that would allow it to continue important scientific work. As well, he said it's time for the expense, disruption, and uncertainty to stop, for the mayor to stand down from his efforts to change policy around keeping whales and dolphins in captivity at the Vancouver Aquarium. As mayor, Mr. LaPointe said he would leave the aquarium alone. Vancouver Green Party councillor Adrienne Carr wants the Vancouver Aquarium to stop displaying captive whales and dolphins. She made a motion asking council to let city residents voice their opinions about captive whales. She wanted the council to add a referendum question to the upcoming fall municipal election on November 15th. In addition to Adrienne Carr's motion, there was a referendum petition that was signed by more than 12,000 people, including park members. One of the park members said, since the documentary Blackfish premiered, she's been getting more emails from concerned residents. Vancouver City Council voted against the proposed motion to hold a referendum on banning the captivity of whales and dolphins at the Vancouver Aquarium. Green Party councillor Adrienne Carr proposed this motion but was voted down 9-1. The city councillor severely criticized Carr for attempting to overstep on the legal jurisdiction of the park board. However, the park board agreed to issue a report in July 2014 on the operations of the aquarium, which would include a review of the conditions and procedures for the whales and dolphins. In July, more than 130 people registered to speak about the issue at the park board public hearings. On July 31st, the park board unanimously voted to keep the captivity program at the Vancouver Aquarium, but to prohibit most breeding, unless it's a threatened species and the captive breeding is necessary for the survival of the species. As well, the bylaws allow the aquarium to keep whales and dolphins and obtain new ones, provided they were rescued and cannot be released back into the wild, but it has been asked to consider alternatives to exhibiting whales and dolphins. In addition, the park board ordered an oversight committee consisting of animal welfare experts to ensure the well-being of all whales and dolphins. Vancouver Aquarium CEO John Nightingale was disappointed by the decision. He said, "We keep animals together in natural groups, just as they exist in nature, and healthy animals sometimes mate. Keeping them apart or using artificial contraceptives or whatever method the park board is going to mandate is not natural, so it's actually kind of animal cruelty." The Vancouver Aquarium announced that they will be filing a lawsuit against the park board over restrictions to their captivity program.